Do you have like blow ticklers and stuff?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Happy New Year! Hey everyone!
Hello.
2014 is over. We're going to do our yearly 2014 end of year favorites. So basically it's just gonna be a list of our favorite products through the entire year in a whole. So for primers, I have 2 of them, obviously, because eyes and face are different.
Like you're saying, because I have 2 eyes. What do you use for eye primer?
Thank you for asking. So for an eye primer, my favorite one this year was the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I've been using it for years. It's just what works best for me. It's never let me down. For a face primer, I don't really tend to use face primers because I don't really use foundations. But ever since I've kind of tried to get into skincare, I've kind of been more towards it. So my favorite one this year was probably the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. It just leaves your skin looking really luminous and soft. It kind of tends to hide any dry patches you have and makes foundation application smoother, so that one's been working out pretty well.
Because you have really dry skin.
I have very dry skin.
I have normal skin. I don't use eye primer, I just use foundation. I cheat. For foundation primer, I've used a few this year. The Makeup Forever, I think it's just like the HD one. It just kind of like helps it settle. I've also used the Sephora brand like luminous one, and it's the same effect, so you look glowing.
Which that one is silicone free, which is really nice.
Yeah, because my skin is prone to... And then recently we both got the Smashbox like redness reducing or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's
the
green
one. And that one's really nice. I think it's called the Photofinish primer.
Yeah.
But it leaves your skin feeling
really
ridiculously soft. Yeah. So for concealers, my favorite was the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. Again, it's another thing that I've been using for years and years and years. It's a cream concealer that comes in a little pot. I've tried liquid concealers and just nothing seems to compare to how it applies and its coverage and everything like that. If I could just cover my entire face with it, I would.
I don't conceal my face. I have no dark circles, and if I do, I don't conceal them because I don't acknowledge their existence.
Foundation.
What do you use as foundation?
I use the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I found that it occasionally does break my skin out, but it's everything that I've looked for the entire time of my life searching for a foundation. This one is just...
your Hobbit quest to a foundation.
Exactly, and I have finally found it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, I finally found my Hobbit.
Oh, I found Bilbo. I was gonna say you found your Arkenstone. Ah. You love it. I know that much.
I really like it. It has more coverage the more you buff it into your skin. It's very lightweight. It leaves your skin looking refreshed and not like overly matte or like overly dewy. It
natural.
Looks like skin.
For foundation, I stick to Makeup Forever brand because I'm too afraid to jump ship to any, like I want to try MAC. I want to try like Laura Mercier.
But you had that experience
Too Faced
with
and
the Bobbi Brown.
Oh yeah. I temporarily used a Bobbi Brown liquid foundation this summer, and it was just like, if you like super, like a really heavy coverage, Bobbi Brown liquid foundation is meant for you. Right now, because it's winter, I go for more like fuller coverage, and it's the matte velvet, and then in summer I use the HD liquid foundation. Yeah, I like them both because it's a brand that I've used for years.
So for an all-over face powder, my favorite, of course, was something else I've been using since the beginning of time, is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. It's great as an all-over face powder. You can use it by itself as a foundation. It's buildable. It sets concealer really nicely. It doesn't cake on your face or look flaky or dry.
I also used that one, but the Chick MAC gave me a shade too dark. So in the summer, when I was tanned, it was fine. But now if I go to use it, it's just like, but it is a really nice, and yeah, I don't use it as like a standalone because it's kind of patchy. So yeah, I use it to set my foundation, but I can't do that right now because my face is too light. I also use to set foundation the HD
translucent setting powder. It's very soft, very finely milled, feels like smoothness on your face.
Yeah, it just softens your face up.
So for brows, I kind of just stuck it all into one category. It is the entire Anastasia Beverly Hills line. So whether you're talking about the brow powder duo or the dip brow pomade or the tinted brow gel, all of them together, separate, the Anastasia brow line is phenomenal, and they have such a great color selection, and ever since I started using it, my brows are a lot better. Love it.
I just used the powder duo at one point in my life, not in 2014, but at one point in my life I used just like the clear gel, just to kind of like
keep them in place.
Keep them together.
So for a cream eyeshadow, my favorite this year, as you can probably all guess, is the
Constructivist Paint Pot.
Yup!
Yes!
It's fantastic to throw on quickly onto your eyes and you're out the door. It takes like 5 minutes, add some eyeliner, mascara, you're done. It works really great as a base. Depending on what color of eyeshadows you use with it, it kind of takes on a different shade. So if you use it with more brown shades, it's gonna be more brown. If you use it with more red, it's gonna be like burgundy. I love it! And for a powder eyeshadow, my favorite is Charcoal Brown from MAC. It's what I used to use to fill in my eyebrows.
Oh.
Don't recommend that, at least if you have my hair color. So I've kind of repurposed into using it for really neutral looks or like a transition color. It's great for lazy days when you don't want to wear makeup but you want to not look really that dead. Lightly brush it into your crease and it kind of adds a little definition, and it's a really good neutral shade.
So then my favorite powdered shadow is clearly, most of you could probably guess, is the Cashmere Coat by Sephora. It's the same kind of thing. If you just want like something there, except instead of being brown, it's more like a mushroom taupe color.
It's beautiful.
And like with my eye color, like I have gray eyes, I like it better. It's less heavy.
And how you wear it, it kind of gives you like a smoky eye effect because you'll apply it and then you'll smudge your eyeliner on top.
Yeah.
And
I'm intrigued now. What is your favorite loose powdered eyeshadow?
So my favorite pigment / loose eyeshadow is obviously the MAC Heritage Rouge Pigment. I would be absolutely lost without it. It is pretty much my staple go-to eyeshadow look. It's just a really nice burgundy shade. Again, I wear it with Constructivist Paint Pot all the time. It's kind of like my go-to look. Oh, it's so pretty. So for mascara, our favorite is
the Too Faced Better Than Sex.
It's a really good mascara. It leaves your lashes feeling flexible. It's lightweight. You can build it without it getting clumpy. It adds like a little bit of curl to your lashes. It makes your lashes super black.
Yep, the tube is really heavy, but like some people are like intimidated by weight. I enjoy it. This is just one big euphemism. It gives you a workout when you put your mascara on.
It's like I'm lifting. So for an eyeliner pencil, my favorite this year was the MAC Chromographic Pencil in Black Black. It's one of the blackest liners that I've found. It's long lasting. It's creamy enough that it applies easily, but it doesn't move around. It even lasts a long time on your waterline. It's just a really good, staple, basic black eyeliner pencil. I
have two favorites. I know.
Bold.
First one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Perversion. It's basically the exact same thing as the MAC one. My one complaint about it though is I have to sharpen it every day because I just use it on my top waterline. Flattens down right away.
Yeah.
But that's that one. Again, another favorite that you've heard me talk about before is the Teddy Kohl pencil from MAC because it's coppery, and again, it's if I don't want such like a bold look, instead of black I'll use copper.
It's so pretty. So my favorite liquid liner this year was obviously the Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. Ever since it was recommended to me by a lovely subscriber, I've been using it whenever I go for winged liner. It's super easy. I was able to do my eyeliner on a plane. Budge proof, it's smudge proof, it's water resistant, it lasts all day. It's fantastic and it's so easy to use.
And I've been using, again, the Urban Decay Perversion, but
liquid
it's
liner.
Liquid instead of a crayon, so I use both.
So for a favorite palette this year, we actually share the same one.
The Urban Decay Naked to Basic palette. I use it so different things for different looks. So Stark, the second one here, I use that almost as like a base. So like I wear it every day, and if I'm really lazy, like I'm going to the grocery store or I just don't care, I'll leave it as it like by itself. But then most days I'll either put Cover, so the kind of like slightly reddish tinted one, or
the warm brown and the cool brown.
Ta-da! Primal. Like I'm wearing Primal today. It's just like, but again, it's my blue-gray eyes, so it just makes them go poof. And then very occasionally I'll take Undone and like an angled brush and kind of like smudge it with my eyeliner.
I've just been reaching for it a lot. The formula of it isn't typically what you'd expect from Urban Decay. It's not as soft and buttery, and a lot of powder sits on the pan. So it's not that fun for that aspect, but the colors are really nice and they match almost every skin tone. I've used this palette on myself and clients. It's a really nice palette to have. It works with everyone and you can create so many looks with it. So my favorite product for contouring this year was the MAC Sculpting Powder in Sculpt. It came out with the Maleficent collection. It's like a subtle taupe color, but it has enough gray in it that you can get away with it looking natural, like a natural contour shadow on your face. So it's really nice and the color is buildable. The product is finely milled. It's not powdery. It blends into your skin really nice and it just looks natural.
And whenever Amanda's done my makeup, she always uses that, and it's always like, oh, I should learn how to use this stuff.
So my favorite blush this year was the MAC Powder Blush in Fun Endings. It was limited edition. It's a great blush, especially for my very fair skin tone because when you add it on, it just adds like a little bit of color. It doesn't look like you're wearing blush, but it doesn't make you look ill, but it gives your face dimension so you don't look flat.
And then I usually don't wear blush. Again, it's because I either don't have time before I go to school in the morning, or I don't know, I just don't like it.
Not bothered.
Exactly.
And that's why I wear fun endings, because I'm not bothered.
Kind of semi-recently been using the Marc Jacobs
Shamelessly
bold blush in Outspoken. So it's like a very cool toned lilac-y color.
It's really pretty.
It just, yeah, it gives like a nice like glow.
Sephora highlighter, my favorite this year is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in Moonstone. As most of you know, collecting highlighters is a hobby. It's the thing that I probably collect most of. Where we live, our Sephoras don't carry Becca cosmetics, so when we went on our Toronto trip, they had a little stand of Becca products in their Sephora, and I went mental, and as soon as I saw these skin perfectors,
it was like she went like basket, shelf.
and I'm pretty sure I hit you a few times on the arm out of excitement. It was probably like, Vic!
I still have
I'm
bruise.
so excited! Since August, I've collected every shade. They're wonderful. They look so nice on the skin, and you don't have to use them as a highlight. You can use them as an eyeshadow, or as an eyeliner, or just anything. They're so pretty. But for a most reached for product, I've been using MAC's Lightscapade pretty much almost every time I do my makeup, so.
I don't highlight.
So my favorite lipstick of the year was the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Mrs. Mia Wallace. It was from their Pulp Fiction collection. Really great collection based off a really great movie. The Revolution lipstick formula is great. It's creamy, it's long lasting, it's extremely pigmented. This shade is definitely the definition of like a sexy red lip. Ooh. And it's really nice because when the product wears off, it leaves such a vivid, bright stain behind that it's almost like you're still wearing the lipstick. It's so lovely.
I've just started using this because I believe it was a limited edition holiday color by Bite Beauty, and it's glass or glacé, I don't know, the French word for ice. And it's like a nude berry color. I don't know, I really like it. And it's like the same typical Bite formula, kind of like creamy but kind of matte. And
it's lovely.
Yeah, it's a really nice shade.
Would you describe it as the Kylie Jenner nude lip?
Yes.
It looks really lovely on them. And you can't go wrong with Bite.
Nope.
My favorite lip gloss this year was probably the MAC Viva Glam Rihanna 2 lip gloss. It was that purple shimmery kind of gray toned one. It looks absolutely beautiful in the tube. It looks nice on the lips, but it's mainly really good for pairing over top of other lip colors. It's really lovely in the tube.
We have a friend who used to work at Kiehl's, so I got the Kiehl's lip treatment. I got like a holiday set, and it came with 4. I kept the cranberry, and I gave the other 3 away as gifts. But it's really, really nice. It lasts a long time, and it kind of has the same
Consistency as Vaseline.
It has the same consistency as Vaseline.
But it hydrates your lips really well and leaves them smooth. Yeah, it works
and
pretty well.
And it smells / tastes not bad.
Like cranberry?
Not quite cranberry. Kind of just berry-y. I gave my mom the coconut one and she loves it.
My favorite lip balm this year, as I rant about it all the time, is the Bite Agave Lip Mask. As I've said over and over and over again, I have extremely dry, chapped lips. They're flaky all the time. They're really bad, and this stuff is nice because usually I'll put it on before bed, and by the time I wake up, all that dead, flaky skin is gone from my lips, and they're very pillowy and soft and smooth. Otherwise, on a day-to-day basis, I'll usually use the Jack Black Lip Balm. My favorite nail polish of the year was probably the Formula X by Sephora in Dark Matter. It's just a shiny black nail polish. I like Formula X. It's probably my favorite nail polish formula. It's very thick, which is a little off-putting at first, but it's so opaque and you can almost get away with just one coat. It's insane, and it stays shiny for days, and I can usually get up to 5 days of wear before I get minor chipping on my nails if I don't chip at them myself.
2 that I can think of. First one is, again, it's Formula X by Sephora, and for the life of me, I can't think of the name of the color, but it's one of those, it's like a taupe color, but then, and it's a matte, but then it's also got like a blue metallic to it. I almost want to, it's not called Singularity. Like the only downside is I really like the matte, but after about 24-36 hours, the matte loses its touch because I think the metallic just comes comes through. And so it is still a nice nail polish because like I said, it's taupe with like a blue metallic-y finish, but I like the matte, so I usually just repaint it. Second one would be by Nails Inc. and it's ironically called, I think it's just called Victoria, and it's a very, very deep burgundy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like burgundy.
I like Nails Inc. It's, the brush and the handle are really easy to use.
My favorite / most used brush this year was the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. It's truly the best multitasking brush on the planet. I use it for concealer, it's great for applying and blending out eyeshadows. You can even use it to highlight your face, do any touch-ups. It's incredible.
Because again, I don't do things with my face. I have 3 brushes in my life. One does eyeshadow. It's just like a normal, it's a Sephora brush. Second one, I think it's number 20. It's the angle brush, which I do for brows, smudging out shadow liner things. And third one is for either powdered foundation or my blush or my finishing powder, and it's just a little mini powder brush, again from Sephora.
Which is cute and very soft.
It is, it's very, very soft. I like it a lot.
So last but not least, I thought we would just throw MAC collections out there because why not? They're a big part of the makeup beauty world. So my favorite MAC collection for strictly packaging this year, as I'm sure many people will agree, is the MAC Alluring Aquatic collection. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a shiny metallic turquoise with little water droplet beads.
I agree. Yeah, the texture of the water droplets is cool.
It's nice. And then for a collection that has to do with product-wise, mine was probably the Objects of Affection collection, probably just strictly the pigment sets because I love pigments. They were the thing that I first started collecting when I got into makeup and MAC as a brand. The more the merrier. Also the Osborne collection had nice.
Oh yeah.
The Osborne collection had really nice packaging and the products were actually surprisingly good. I liked the
love Dodgy
lipsticks
Girl.
and the lip glosses were really nice. Blushes were fantastic. In a whole, for products and packaging, I think the Osborne collection was the best out of all. So that's pretty much it for our favorite products from 2014. Be sure to let us know in the comments below what your favorite products were from this past year. As always, don't forget to check out my blog for more details, photos, and swatches, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. If you like seeing Vic in some of my videos, be sure to check out her very own YouTube channel. She has a video up.
No.
Yes, she has a video up right now, basically going over like hair care, makeup routine, that sort of thing. So feel free to go and give her a follow. If you'd like to give me a follow, all of my social media links are listed down below, as well as some social media links for Vic. That's pretty much it. So Happy New Year, everyone! Woo! Did that in your face. I'm so sorry.
Rude.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I hope that you guys have a happy and safe New Year, and thanks so much for watching.
Bye.